Hello and welcome to Super Soul Skills. My name is Aoibheann Doyle and I'm an angel healer, I'm a shaman, I'm a channel, and I teach meditation, and I've been doing this work for 24 years now. So I want to talk to you about the Lion's Gateway on the 8th of the 8th. So every year we have this portal opening, and it's very much connected to the rising of the Sirius Gateway, which is an energetic portal which is activated on the 8th of August. So this is a great time, it's a great opportunity for you to shift with something that perhaps has been stuck, or a reality that you feel that you're on a loop in. This portal is here to assist you. And with the conjunction that we have at the moment, there is a big emphasis on destiny stepping in on your behalf to help you to shift through any muddy, murky stuckness that you've been in for the past while. So this is about shifting from the impossible to the possible. And this gateway is here to, first of all, to embody that idea that miracles are natural. Gateways and portals occur in a timely manner on this earth and in all dimensions. But also for you to wrap your consciousness around that you are fully able to receive a miracle when you shift your consciousness into saying to yourself that what you've said is impossible. So perhaps there's something you're trying to manifest and you've been stuck in this idea that, oh, it's never going to happen. I've tried everything and it's just impossible. Well, you have to really look at the truth of the situation and say, is that true? Is it really impossible? And I'm sure if you're really honest with yourself, you'll see how you're actually shooting yourself in the foot with that kind of consciousness. So it's about shifting from the impossible, the victim consciousness, the per me consciousness, into a consciousness of absolutely anything is possible. I am a victor, I can be successful, and I can certainly move through this obstacle with grace and with ease, especially with the support of the universe. So destiny takes a stand and helps you create your most powerful reality. So this is a great time to get very clear. Now, if you are trundling around with bags and baggage on your metaphorical shoulders, you're not going to have any room in your body, in your energy, in your consciousness to receive these wonderful new opportunities and experiences that are awaiting behind the doorway that is the 8-8 portal. Now, I don't get hung up on numbers, so the 8-8 to me is about that time of year. So we're already in August, it's the 3rd of August now, so you're probably feeling these energies already, and they're starting to move and they're starting to open. So they're certainly there. This gateway point is connected to the soul star chakra, so up above the crown chakra, and it is activated around this time in August. So this is about harnessing this energy, this portal, these abundant assistive frequencies to your advantage, and to help you to create a higher lifeline, a higher timeline for yourself. And higher just referring to a preferred timeline. So when we have unity between the heart and head, and I did a podcast about this on my Telegram private group channel, it's so important that we have unity between heart and head. If there's a conflict between the two, that battle, that conflict will disallow the receiving, the incoming of that reality, of those manifestations. However, with this, there's a bending of laws, there's a bending of what is typical around this time, simply to support us, simply to get us closer to the outcome that we desire. So you can harness this time to manifest your chosen lifeline, okay? Now, it's best to release and let go of the old stuff and of what wasn't working, because that's not going to be a match to this new timeline. So the old timeline, the old identity, the old self, and the old concepts, the impossible concepts, the martyrdom, the victimhood concepts, that's going to have to go. That's going to have to be cleared. And that's why at the beginning of August, there can be a crabbiness to some people, or an irritability or a crankiness. Some people can feel very fired up, very angry, very intense, because their soul is saying, let's bring all this trash up and let's take out the trash so that we have space, so that we have room for this much more desirable, soul-aligned, heart and mind connected reality. So that's why you might be feeling some of your stuff being kicked up. These are awesome ascension frequencies. If you've listened to my podcast discussing the energy forecast each month, I go much deeper than I do on YouTube. I dive much, much deeper into these energies and frequencies. So my YouTube channels are only scratching the surface, and I will be finding even a newer platform hopefully soon. But at the moment it's on Telegram. You have to go to my website, aoibheanndoyle.com. I'll put it in a link in the description if you're interested in that, to access those free podcasts, which I am sharing for free my wisdom, my expertise, my knowledge and understanding and awareness of energy, of the angels, and channeling these source guided messages. So I would suggest, if you found there's something, or there's some energy internally that you've been struggling with, you can harness this time to your advantage. This is a great time to manifest. But like I said, if you're manifesting carrying around all this desperate consciousness, all this lack of belief, or old worn out patterns, or relationships, or job you hate, that's not the space to create something new. It would be like trying to create a whole new house, a whole new beautiful home for yourself, but the actual house structure is just full of crap and full of trash. You can't paint over that. You can't clean that. There's stuff in the way. There's furniture in the way. There's obstacles. There's cobwebs. There's bugs in the corner. Like, you have to do a big deep clean first before you can move in your lovely new furniture and paint the walls the colors you like and create that beautiful space, right? So don't be afraid of any anger that's coming up for you, or any sense of a hopelessness. I invite you to be present and to be loving and compassionate with yourself and with others, because the more we can be present with the feeling without trying to rush the process and trying to skip ahead. You don't get to skip ahead. And trust me, especially around these portals, these gateway points, like the 8-8, if you try to skip a part of the process, you're only going to have to repeat this again next year. So we don't get to skip, we don't get to cheat. There's no cheat sheets when it comes to energy, because the cosmos knows its energy, it knows what's true. It's not looking at your words. It's looking at, it's feeling your frequency. Okay, so I'm just looking down, I had some notes. So we have a fiery initiation that we've been going through. It started at the very late end of July. And this is going to really, really heat things up. So you're going to probably feel more heated up in general. That might mean that you're feeling incredibly creative and full of fiery ideas and very social, or you really want to connect, or your sensuality and your sexuality feels like it's expanding and growing. Now, in my podcast, I talked about how for you on a practical level you can manage these frequencies, and I don't want to repeat myself here, but what I will say, because it bears reminding, is that your sexual energy is sacred and should always be honored in that way. So just be aware that some people who are not as conscious or not as aware will be feeling the kicking up of this fire initiation, and they may want to express that with you in a way that later on, as the month ends, won't benefit you or won't feel good for your energy field. So just be aware that there might be extra flirtatious behavior going on. You'll probably see it around you with colleagues and work as well. Just be aware that just because these energies are being activated does not mean you have to act on them, and doesn't mean that you have to dishonor yourself or betray your heart because somebody else maybe is expressing that towards you. Of course, if you're feeling you want to engage and express with these fiery, passionate energies, do so from a wise, mindful place, and be safe and be loving and be kind, and do so from a conscious choice, which is very different to the other side of that energy. Now, so people who have stuff to heal, it may be more challenging to be around people who are unconscious at this time, because their unhealed wounds will be pulling for their attention. So just to be careful of that. I am taking extra time at the beginning of my day to protect my energy and to look after it and to surround myself in my angelic force field, so that I'm not inviting in or being pulled in by energy vampires. Because with this heated fire initiation of August, it's like a fire pagan holiday almost. So some people are going to translate this energy in their own unique way. Everybody's going to be feeling it differently. But the people who are stuck in victimhood will be looking for someone to feed that. So just be very careful with your energy field, okay? What else can I say? I mean, I think that's it. It is, and you know, I'm calling it Awesome August, because I do feel by the end of, by early September, we will be very different people than who we were. There's going to be major shifts and changes. There's going to be sudden turnarounds and decisions made that will probably shock you or shock your family or shock your friends. Destiny is stepping in to play its hand, which I think is wonderful. I personally love that. I love feeling fate is at work in my life. I love synchronicities. I love the excitement of deja vu and things like that happening. So all those magical things are heightened at this time. We just have to stay calm and stay grounded and anchored. So take all that intense, fiery, creative passion and anchor it safely down into your root chakra, and then down into the feet and into the earth, so that you are standing securely on terra firma, on Gaia, and blessing her with each step. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with other people that you feel will benefit from this channeled information. And you can book a session with me at aoibheanndoyle.com. You can also go to my website if you want to join Telegram. You have to be subscribed on my YouTube channel. That's all I ask. Angel blessings. Have a great day.